If ever there was a time for Germany to form a nation, it would be now. Because Austria has just lost Lombardy, Venetia, and Istria. It's losing a war to revolutionary Crete. It's invaded them in conquering territory, and at the same time, they have a massive peasant revolt. This is where Germany says, Austria, you're no longer a candidate to unify Germany. Prussia and Austria started off as the big Germanies, and beneath them were the medium Germanies of Bavaria, Württemberg, Baden, Sachsen, Hanover. And then there are all the small Germanies underneath them, or the little Germanies, the kleine Deutsch. Well, coming out of the Napoleonic Wars, this looked like it would work. Every nation would have its own system of running things, and they could work together to simplify their economy by being part of the Zollverein, a trade union, where they would standardize weights, measures, and get rid of tariff gates and all that. And that would be fine. But when it came to mutual defense, there were a few incidents within the history of Germany that led people within Germany to think this is not going to work out. Because with each one of those little principalities, they had their own standards of military operation, training, arming, provisioning. And because of those differences, if they had to work together as a single army in a war, it would collapse just horribly. The nightmare of trying to maintain all these different logistical chains with each different force as it moved around in different areas to make sure that the army, the Bavarian army would get the Bavarian ammunition instead of the wrong caliber Württembergian ammunition, and no. Standardization was seen as this is something we need to do more of, and it would be similar to the idea of multiple firms within a market merging together to form a larger corporation. And that is an idea during this time period, that as we see that economic phenomenon of forming corporations and these business entities with their limited liability and their greater access to capital markets being able to do much more than a partnership or sole proprietorship, take that idea and apply it towards the nation. And in fact, it's not just Germany, and it's not just Italy that are trying to unify. Russia, Austria, and the Ottoman Empire are trying to hold on to what they already have. They're classical empires. Spain has lost a lot of their empire, and so has Portugal. And in this game, Spain has taken a bit of Portugal just to remind Portugal that they don't have much. I don't see good things happening out of that. But they've already lost a lot, and they're trying to desperately hold on as well. And they don't have the same appeal because at the top of each of those empires is a single cultural group, be it Spanish, Austrian, Russian, or Turkish, that runs everything. And they're trying to tell the other groups, oh yeah, don't worry, we love you too. You guys are like brothers to us, but you're like little brothers. We'll run things. Don't you worry. And that made the others feel like we're not getting a fair deal here. And other issues would happen there, and I'm not going to explore them right now. But at the same time, you also have Britain kind of in a foot in two worlds there, because like the Ottoman and Russian and Spanish and Austrian empires, it does have Ireland and Scotland that aren't always happy about being part of Great Britain. Wales is pretty much, we've been here a longer time, we might as well. If you can't beat them, join them. And there are certain benefits to being part of that empire, but these guys are still like, yeah, but we feel a little occupied here. There is a definite hierarchy of people within Great Britain, and we're not at the top. It's the English that are. Over in the United States, you have all these states that agree that they're going to be part of a greater union and expand with manifest destiny from coast to coast. They're building their nation out. They see this area as essentially empty. Well, it's empty of their presence. It's full of a bunch of other people's presence, but it's empty of theirs. And they're going to go fill it up and put their stamp on it and build a nation. And still, they're going to preserve the regional differences, but agree to be part of a larger whole. The Civil War over slavery notwithstanding. But we've already had that in this game, so they're ready to let bygones be bygones and manifest their destiny as it goes. And even back to the British, they are looking, or the English, I should say, because they're not. It's the English. They've got the East India Company, and that's a huge source of wealth. They've got the Cape Colony, and they're thinking about maybe getting some more investment in Africa. And maybe around 1880, the idea of building a railroad from the Cape to Cairo is going to dominate their thinking. To take in this stuff here that a hostile takeover, if you will, of these areas and make them part of a larger corporation, a national corporation. And in that competition, France also can see that it can make a larger corporation if it can take the Rhineland and Belgium, bring those in, heavily industrialized areas, add huge gobs of GDP to their economy. That's why they talk about the natural border being the Rhine. They want to bring that stuff in. They don't talk about a natural border being the Mediterranean Sea because Spain? We'd have to... Have you seen Spain lately? They don't have a lot of industrialization. No. We want to incorporate the areas that have the money and the power. That's also why they would talk about, hey, maybe the Piedmont region here around Milan. That could also be a natural border with France because, well, there was a lot of industry there. That made sense to bring in. Not so much Naples. Not a lot of industry. See where they're going with this? For the idea of Germany unifying, it's seen as part of, one, we can become stronger and work better together that way. And the other part was, if we don't, we are at risk of being picked up by the French because, the French are talking about the natural border going to the Rhine. Well, once they have that established, what's the next natural border? The Elbe, the Vistula, the Dnieper, the Volga? I mean, you saw what Napoleon did in Bonaparte's day. The natural border of France is the Ural Mountains. Yes, it is. They didn't like that. So this whole natural border of France thing makes them think we kind of like the natural borders the way they are. We'd like to form one nation that could work together to defend itself with a standardized government, military system, logistical system, and everything that goes with it. So that's what's going to happen here. I'm committing to it. Fortunately, I've saved my game, so in case this goes horribly wrong, we can always reload. And what could go horribly wrong? Well, I've only got 4 million I can borrow. Now, if I stop making these railroads here, I could do okay. They kind of need them there, though. But yeah, we need to definitely take over in this area. So let's go to Germany and launch a leadership play. It looks like, is that Bavaria? Or is that, which one is this one? That's Schwarzburg. Oh, darn it. So Bavaria is not going to support us. We may not have a border with Austria. Yeah. Ooh, we may have to find a way to bring the Bavarians in on this. But hey, let's go ahead and do that. Launch leadership play. And let's see here. It looks like Russia could join with the Austrians. Oh, nuts. I think I could take the Russians out, though, because the Austrians got their hands extremely full. And that's just the way it is. Probably what will happen is we'll see this war resolve and that territory reverts to Austria, and then we'll do a naval invasion there. We could do that. And then the rest of it is just defend the Eastern Front. Let's not make any demands. Let's just do that leadership play and go for it. Yeah, Russia's got a weak navy as well. Austria's got no navy. I think we got this here. And Bavaria, we might be able to convince them to come over. We might be able to. And I'd give them just about anything, because eventually they'll become part of Germany. Whatever I give them will come back to me. So let's do this. Confirmation. And go. Okay. It's already there. I don't need anything other than that war goal. So let's just wait and see. And Russia has sided with Austria against the peasant revolt. Oh, Well, that might be interesting there. If they don't, if they get involved in the peasant revolt, they may stay out of this one. That could be interesting. Let's have a look there. And maybe I should also really consider stopping the train development right now because that is killing my. There we go. Yeah, let's get some money here. All right. Russia has also joined up with the Austrians in this little battle. Let's see if I can get anybody else to join in. Here's Bavaria. If I can get Bavaria to join, I get a land border and we got something here. Transfer states. They went Rhineland, the whole Rhineland. Let me come back to you on that, Bavaria, because I've got 6% of my GDP is in the Rhineland. I don't think I can afford that. So, oh well. Oh, good. The main army, or mine army actually, mobilize and station. Oh wow, we got a lot of guys here. He doesn't have to station anywhere then. We're good there. Let's go ahead and get these navies swung around. Let's set this one to. He'll interdict and go over here. That Königlich, the King's Prussian Marine, whatever there, that's the one that'll do it there. This guy is going to do convoy raiding and can go down here, wreck the Austrian economy. And this one can do some convoy raiding and wreck the Russian economy. Why not? Let's get our army mobilized to the front. And the second army mobilized and to the front. And with that first army, let's add in, let's get our guys involved in this. Just general conscription here. All right, that's 45 more. He's got, so we need about 90. We'll just add another commander on that. And let's get one from the Junkers. He's innovative. It's Albrecht von Roon. Oh yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let's promote him twice. Just because I like him. And it may help me to swing things back towards conservatism there. We gave way too many voting rights out. Let's see if we could roll some of that back a little bit here. Ha ha ha! Yes! Russia's got a 48-18, I got a 51-19, and Austria's got 803. Ha ha ha! Plus, I got all these other little guys that seem to be involved in this whole thing here on my side. Now, they may not actually send to the front line, but, you know, that's okay there. Bavaria's the only one I could sway. Tisk tisk. I'm not ready to give them all my Rhinelands. Okay. So I've got... Oh no, a recession! I've got... These guys are ready to go on this front here, and so my naval invasion is going to... Oh, well, dang it, the Croatians are... Sorry, the Cretans have taken over Croatia and Dalmatia again. It's just not going well for them. And we're in the middle of a recession. I am not funding a journal. Let them be more radical. We're losing money here because of the war. Ah, market access in Silesia. No. Okay. And then after this, we still have to take out the Schleswig-Holstein question. That's another thing there. And I've covered this in another video. There are only 3 people who understand the Schleswig-Holstein question. One of them... or at the time it was a question. One of them died, one of them went insane, and we couldn't remember who the other one was. So that's the joke, or at least a variation of the joke about Schleswig-Holstein. All right. No wheat. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and let's quickly invade there before somebody else picks it up. And let's get the Königliche Preußische the Humana there. And we'll do that. Has this war ended here? Oh yeah, Revolutionary Crete has definitely won its war. It's no longer fighting with it. Oh, it's Nope, it's overlorded by Austria now. All right, well, whatever. We'll see if this naval invasion works. We're whomping up on the Russians. Wow. Wow, they are going to pull out of that. What do you mean the Marine must return to North Germany? What happened? What do they do? What do they do wrong? What happened? No, why? Why? What happened? He got beat? How do we get beaten? By the Baltic fleet? Okay, well then let's get the second Prussian fleet involved. And interception and naval invasion of this. We've got to win, man. We've got to win. And get the mine army in. There we go. All right. How'd that? He just got beat up there. That is weird. Weird, wacky stuff. And we were only sinking 2 convoys? All right. That's just useless. Let's have him go down over here. The Russians have no convoys. It's too early in the game. All right, let's see if we can win out over here. Yes, we're doing better. And now we've landed and are making great progress. Let's go ahead and get the Elba army transferred over there as well. How long will it take him? 48 days. That's 48 days well spent. Let's do this to this. And there's a Belgian religious revolt going on. Oh my gosh, the anti-Austrian action wants us to embargo. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's embargo Austria, because that's easy when we're at war with them. And let's see. The labor unions are marginal, and the church isn't. So get them out of here. Right of assembly. Bust down on them. And yep, we got their lobby demand. There we go. And people got kicked out of the Baltic governance. And what's going on over here? Sulawesi. All right, whatever. We are cleaning out. Yeah, they're going to embargo us. I don't think they're going to win against this peasant revolt, though. And yeah, these Russians are getting beaten down harshly. And we are losing money, but I think they'll lose even more. What is the total cost of war right now? We're at 2.27 million, and they're at 945K. Obviously, they have more money to spend, or less money. I don't know. They probably have a worse economy than we do. And oh wow, we got Slavonia there. Oof, this is going pretty well here. Is Russia ready to drop now? Let's take a look at the make peace here. I'm pushing for that. Nothing else. Nothing else. Russia's a non-negotiating participant. They've got their capitulation. Their war support is going to drop out. And once it does, all these units are going to shift over to my beachhead in Austria. Austria is dropping as well because I think they're having a problem with that peasant revolt. That could knock them down. And we may see something weird happen where if Austria falls to the peasant revolt and then we continue the war against Austria, Russia still continue the war against the peasant revolt Austria? Well, it matters not. We have leadership, and Russia is asking for white peace. We accept. That's all we wanted, was the leadership. And now Austria is free to do its thing and lose a war or win. I don't care. We now need to quickly pivot to Schleswig and Holstein and take care of that part. Let me take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, I did a quick shifting of fleets. Let's go ahead and now get into Holstein here. And lots of guys ready to support Germany. I'm good with that. Let's push for diplomatic play because we've also got to get Schleswig brought into this as well. Although Schleswig has changed color, they are still a part of the Danish market. They are still a protectorate, if not a dominion. So we need to add one more goal. Overview, war goal. If I say transfer Schleswig, that gives me infamy and will make 43 countries slightly upset with me. But if I just say liberate the subject, Schleswig, no one is upset. All I'm doing is liberating this little part of the world here. And I believe I need to get a country swayed here. We can get Hanover brought in because they have a border. And Schleswig sided with Prussia. Okay. Did not expect that, but we'll take it. Go to the Schleswig-Holstein front, and you can go to the Schleswig-Holstein-Jutland front. There we go. I did not expect that. Well, I guess we don't need to call in the Hanoverians. We'll just let the Schleswigians take care of it for us. And no one else is getting involved, which is El Fino with Mio, and we're actually making money right now. This is good. Modernizing the faith. Okay, this is where the church has dropped in popularity, and in order to stay relevant, it must figure out what it needs to do. Rather than champion the plight of the poor, which makes it push more towards social causes, I want it to mend ties with other faiths. It's not going to be moralist, it'll be religiously pluralist, but it will still maintain a conservative element within society that way, which is, again, what I'm trying to strive for in this German playthrough. Can we have the second wave of industrialization without the first wave? And, of course, I disastrously completed the... oh, no, please, no. I don't want any more momentum for the Agrarian League. Dangerous equipment. We cannot put the brakes on the engines of progress here. Yeah, some people are going to have to get made mad. But yeah, I want it to be where Germany is a conservative state. And yes, we had the problem with... Oh, no. Okay, a conservative state where, yes, we gave too many voting rights away. Can we roll those back? Can we undo some of the liberalism and still go forward? Yeah, now looks like the Austrians are no longer ruled by Habsburgs. It's the Wittelsbachs are in charge here. The trade unions and rural folk have taken over. Yike, the peasant rebellion has worked for them. And we can no longer have the anti-Austrian society because the Austria we were hating isn't there anymore. They are inward looking. And, yeah, I think they're inward looking. Let me make sure they're inward looking. Yep, they're inward looking. Okay. Just had to make sure there. Yes, oh goody. So, yeah, that meant we have a huge... We had a plus 10 from that particular lobby, and now it's gone. It is gone. And because it is gone, we have some groups that were being propped up with that. Now they are no longer as happy there. We need to stop the spread of lies there. Okay, is the North German Federation going to form now? Yes, it is. Asked and answered. German leadership. The statesmen responsible are national heroes. I like that one because it makes our leaders more popular. And we did have that slight horrible popularity thing before. Let's give this a little beat here to see our diplomacy now go up to 1.88k. Ha ha ha. Yeah, all these guys have now left the Zollverein because it's over for them. There we are. Okay. Well, we need to focus on getting Holstein and Schleswig brought in. And I think that'll work out just fine. Let's make sure we have... Let's like, comment, and subscribe to each one of them. Guarantee independence. And let's go ahead and bankroll because we've now got some extra money here. And yeah, it's a very cheap amount to fund the lobbies in those nations. So we've liked, and a little comment, and we will subscribe. Let's also, while we're here, let's request investment rights. You want the rights, not the agreement, because the agreement is bidirectional and rights are one way, and the one way gives you more power. Can't quite do it for Holstein, but we'll get Schleswig brought in pretty easily there. And because of this, we've got a lot of changes in our armies. We'll take care of that. I'll have to do that off camera here. But because we also did all that we did, we've got our maximum mandates. We used the power of all those little principalities, got our max mandates, and then we were ready for it. And right when we were ready, what do you know? Austria comes apart at the seams, is weak. We form the North German Federation. Now all we need is basically one more province, and we can form Germany. Will it be out of Austria or out of France? That is going to be for the next one. We'll see you then. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that. Ta-ta and farewell.